What up, y'all? So I have to give a big, huge shout out to CaseCoo for hooking your boy up with the cases we're going to be checking out in today's video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. What's good, y'all? It's your man Wayne Train, and we are back with another joint. We got the CaseCoo CloudCush Magic Stand case for the iPhone 15 Pro. So let's get it. Now, if you weren't aware, I actually have had these cases for a little while now. I've actually been rocking this nice black version of the case for a couple weeks now, and I gotta be completely honest, this has been probably one of my favorite cases that I have for the iPhone 15 Pro, especially when you got it showing off this nice titanium colorway. But before we get into my own personal opinion about the case itself, I want to go over the construction of the case first. All right, now checking out the case itself, at first glance you would think that this is a double layer case, but it actually isn't. The black border around the side of the case isn't just aesthetically pleasing, it actually does provide some pretty heavy duty drop protection. Now this is part of their air cushion technology that they like to call CloudCush, which essentially adds shock absorption to the case. Now, I spoke about drops a second ago. This case is actually military drop graded for up to 3 meters. So for myself, I should be pretty safe from falls around my torso height. Now, it's not too often that you see a case that actually looks good and gives you that level of protection that we all need. So with this case in particular, that's one of the reasons why I really like it, is because it's super clean. It allows you to be able to see your phone and the color that you got, and you ain't got nothing to worry about when it comes to drops. Now, even though the case looks a little bit slick and slippery, it actually still does provide a pretty good grip. Unlike a lot of other cases where they use like different dots and stuff to give you more of a rough feel for the grip, this one, because of the materials used, gives you a more tacky feel. So it's more of a sticky kind of feel. Not necessarily sticky, but you know what I mean. You have nothing to worry about when it comes to grip in this case. So at least in my opinion, I always felt pretty safe holding it. It doesn't feel like it's ever going to just fall out of my hand out of nowhere. The case also does provide a lip around the camera housing, so you can lay it face down on the camera housing as well as the front. Because of how thick the case is, you have nothing to worry about as far as the lip protection goes on the front side either. I'm also happy to report that this case actually does give you the action button. There is no cutout like some of the other companies have been doing. I appreciate that from CaseCoo for paying attention and making sure they got it right. Now, the buttons on the case are very clicky, very tactile. I have no issues with the buttons at all. Now, the cutouts on the bottom of the case are also really clean and accurate. No worries there. Now, in certain situations, thick protective cases can interfere with wireless charging. Sometimes you may have to move it around and get into the right spot to make sure you get good connectivity. Now, with this case, you do not have that issue. This case actually works pretty quick and easy with wireless charging. Now let's get into the star of the show for this case, the Magic Stand. Easily my favorite feature about this case. It doubles as a kickstand and MagSafe, so you don't have to worry about, certain cases have the kickstand with no MagSafe because of, the kickstand might be in the way. This one actually opens up and provides a nice stand for your phone. Now you can use the stand in portrait mode, landscape mode, and actually when used in landscape mode, it supports the new standby feature on the iPhone 15. So as long as you got it charged up in landscape mode, you'll get a nice display of your clock or whatever you want on there. The stand itself is super sturdy. You can move it in pretty much any direction and get, and stand up your phone however you want. And no worries. Now, there's a bit of a wobble in portrait mode, but that's just kind of how physics goes. But in landscape mode, you're pretty solid as far as how it stands. But regardless, I would probably suggest standing it all the way up in portrait mode so that way it's not as much wobble. So one of the last things that I like about this case is its versatility. So with it still being a MagSafe case, you get the added bonus of being able to use all the other MagSafe accessories like chargers and stands and whatnot, but you also get to still use it as just a magnet. So you get the added bonus of being able to stick it on a refrigerator, or in my case, a toolbox. Now, all in all, when it comes to the build quality, the unique features, and the look as well, I probably would have to give this case, if I were to rate it, probably about a 10. I think I would give it a 10. Like, this is a case that I would use daily. I have been using it daily, and I would most definitely suggest it to you guys to go pick up. So that is the CaseCoo CloudCush Magic Stand case for the iPhone 15 Pro. It is available for the iPhone 15 Pro Max if you so choose. I'll have a link below if you're interested, so hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about this case. Like, subscribe, share. Do it up for your boy. It's your man Wayne Train. We out.